final. Ultimately, I'd like the Bucks to win the final, but I'd like to see him make it there at least.
I guess.
I've always respected Derrick Rose. I've always wanted him to do well.
I think. Where did you say D Rose goes to?
Lakers.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. It's just they get an actual point guard. Them, because that's the one big killer that's been killing the
Yeah,
Lakers.
because KCP
is
their starter.
Yeah, and he's not even a point guard.
Is he a shooting guard?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
Damian dropped 48 on him.
Damn.
By the way, I'm glad that we lost to the Nuggets because of that happening.
I'm so mad that we lost the Nuggets.
I mean, it's not like they're a bad team. The Nuggets are still a top team.
Nuggets were the 2 seed, so I'm glad because the Lakers are the 1. The Lakers lost that game against Portland. Nuggets won.
Game to game.
I have this little rivalry with the Lakers.
I have respect for the Lakers because of Kobe. God rest his soul. But I just don't like the Lakers.
I've always respected Lakers.
I just got a trash talking friend of mine that just a LeBron lover. So
A LeBron lover.
yeah, I would agree. He goes there. The biggest trade I would say this offseason is
Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Bulls.
or not.
Just kidding.
Before
I'm just kidding.
Before
Well,
the
he's a free
deadline,
agent after the season.
I'd probably go with D'Lo.
To where?
D'Lo gets traded.
To
You
where?
think D'Angelo Russell's going to get traded? I don't think he will.
I think he will.
Why?
Where does he go?
Where are the Warriors at? Bottom. They're likely not going to have Steph. Steph's even actually a report came out said that he's behind. And he's
No, I saw something that he's making great progress in
He's behind, and he's actually a month. They're forced to extend it another month. He's missed out another month, so he's not done till March.
What's
now.
his injury again?
broke his hand.
Yep. So, and then Draymond's Draymond.
Draymond's just Skinner Draymond.
So I think that
He's like the Richard Sherman of the NBA. He likes to trash talk a whole bunch and can't never back it up.
I don't know about can't back it up with Richard Sherman.
he's definitely backed it up.
Super Bowl 54.
But
One game. He still made All-Pro.
looking at
Still showed his age in the Super Bowl.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Right.
Anyway,
But ultimately, I say that D'Lo goes to the Heat.
Heat. There isn't an S in Heat.
I brought this up last
You
episode.
do realize I said that just to tick off Dan, right?
It makes me mad too. It is Heat. Pretty much every
Time you
team
brought it up,
has
it's been
an S at the end of their name, except the Heat. The Heat are one of the few teams that is not plural.
I just think
Why would
that
he go to the Heat?
they have Bam Adebayo and
say that again?
Bam Adebayo
Sheesh.
and Jimmy Butler, who both of them made All-Stars, which I was really surprised by Bam making All-Stars, even though he had a good enough season. I was just surprised he actually made it in. Thought he wouldn't get enough.
Or you're not surprised that Jimmy Butler made it in when I said that he got snubbed?
As a starter.
I wasn't saying that he should be a starter. I was just saying he should be in
At the time,
roster.
we were talking about the release of the starters. So I thought we were talking about starters.
No.
That's why I said he got snubbed. Didn't get snubbed, I mean.
No, I didn't think he should
If
be
he
a
didn't get
starter.
an All-Stars, he would have been snubbed, yeah. But Jimmy Butler was not a starter because Giannis posted better and Siakam had similar stats, and he's actually a 4. But that was
last episode.
2 episodes
2
ago,
episodes
actually.
ago.
I don't know. But
They all blend
I think
together.
that ultimately,
Yeah.
if they honestly get D'Lo from the Heat are better than the Bucks.
Heat.
The Heat will be better than the Bucks.
I think the Warriors should keep D'Angelo Russell because, hear me out, next season they get back Steph, get back Clay. They're going to have Steph at the 1, D'Lo at the 2, put Clay at the 3. That is 3 All-Stars on the starting lineup. they'll win the finals again. That is an insane lineup. Why would you throw that away? The
Warriors season's over.
This season. I think.
Yeah.
I'm saying next season. I don't think they're going to get back a player as good as D'Angelo Russell, who's 23. 23, 24.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he's extremely young. The Heat do not have a player or players that they could trade for D'Lo and stay as good as they are. I think you stay.
They would probably just trade a whole bunch of shitty bench players to him.
Goran Dragic.
That too.
Because Goran Dragic's on a massive contract, and he's on an expiring massive contract.
They could trade Goran and like a whole bunch of draft picks or two other shitty
Warriors
players.
Get a point guard. They got to throw in a first round pick for D'Lo. Probably lottery. Sent.
They can't throw in a bunch of draft picks.
No. Stevens rule.
Yep. In the NBA, you cannot trade away consecutive first round draft picks.
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's.
I ultimately think that a trade with Goran Dragic and maybe Justice Winslow. Winslow's like so back and forth. Like there's games where he looks like he'd be good, and then there's games where it's just like,
oh, you still play for the Heat?
why are you here on this team? But you never know with the Warriors. You can trade them, and ultimately they use Goran Dragic and Justice Winslow. Right there, both of them are on expiring deals, so
I still don't think that would be enough to get D'Lo.
you're gonna tell me Goran Dragic and Winslow for D'Lo and a first round pick?
For D'Lo and a first round pick?
Yeah, no, not for D'Lo and a first round. He'd still give up the first round pick. The biggest thing is I'm talking about here. The Warriors would jump on that simply because they can rebuild.
Why would they want to rebuild?
Hold on.
No, let me.
It's not rebuilding through the draft, rebuilding through free agency. Look at it. They just got a crap ton of cap space right there to get one. Probably similar, if not friendlier deal than D'Lo.
I don't know why they would want to rebuild when they have.
You're not.
I don't know why they want to rebuild through free agency when they already have a superstar in D'Angelo Russell, a young superstar that when Steph Curry leaves, because he's 30, 31,
Yes.
when he retires, then you can build around D'Lo because he's going to be in the league for years to come.
I find it funny that Giannis wants him to come to the Bucks, which will never happen in a million, trillion, gazillion years.
Well, D'Lo's on a max contract.
I was talking about Steph.
Oh, I thought you were talking about D'Lo. But yeah, neither of them will ever come to the Bucks.
4 years, 117 is D'Lo's contract. Okay?
5 years.
Or it was a 5 year, but it's gonna be 4 years.
You think they're going to trade away and lose all that money?
What?
Don't they still have to pay him that money?
No.
What wasn't guaranteed?
Well, it's still
If it's-
guaranteed, but in the
The
end,
Heat would have to.
the Heat's
Oh.
pay for it. It's different than the NFL.
In the NFL, if you trade a player that you guaranteed money, then
You have to pay a portion of it still.
Oh, I actually didn't know
You still
that.
have to pay a portion. You have to pay it's like 25% of their bonus, or some stupid like that. But ultimately, it's just with the Heats.
Heat.
Okay, that time it did slip.
We're going to keep correcting you every time you say that. Just letting you know.
The Heat will take on this simply because Jimmy Butler is probably just a one-time thing.
Why do you want the Heat to get him?
I'm not saying that I want the Heat to get him.
Heat.
I said Heat.
No, you said Heats.
I said Heat.
Roll back the film. You guys comment down below. Tell us if he said Heats or Heat.
Y'all are just gonna keep on saying no matter what I say.
We will keep correcting you until you stop doing it.
I will literally say Heat, and you would still be like, "You said Heats." So
We're gonna make a meme out of that in our merch. Merch link down below. Just kidding, we don't have a merch site yet.
So the Heat could honestly use D'Lo. They'll put him over in the top. They'll get championship right there.
I don't think
the biggest thing about the Warriors is free agency. You're able to probably get another person. The Warriors season is done this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And why use that when you could use a super max or a max deal on someone who's going to be coming out in free agency? You know, I just think it's a better move for the Warriors to give up D'Lo.
How big of a contract did Kawhi sign?
Too big.
Wasn't it just a max? There should have been 100.
How many seasons?
Oh, 4, I think. Or 3.
I figured he'd only sign like a 1-year contract so he could leave again.
No.
I know he did a no
trade.
3-year, $100 million 3-year, $100 million contract with an opt out in 2021.
Yeah.
Player option.
I guarantee you he opts out.
Yeah. The only reason why is if he goes downhill really, really fast.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it's just going to be like whoever, if they pick up whoever, or the Warriors seem to be giving maxes to whoever's been taking nice pay cuts, and that's been Steph. You know? Steph's been taking pay cuts, so...
How many years does Steph have left on his contract?
I think he's got 2.
I don't know.
It's just...
I don't see the Warriors trading him, because they've... obviously, teams will always say that they're not going to trade a player, but the Warriors have said that they're not going to trade him. I don't think they will. Because he's a bright young star. And I think they see that, and they don't want to lose that.
He becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2022. He signed
about Curry.
Yeah, he signed a contract for $201 million for 5 years.
Okay. So after next season, he's an unrestricted free agent. Or restricted. You say unrestricted or restricted?
Unrestricted. Funny enough, he is the first NBA player to receive a $200 million contract.
Yeah. All
right, well, I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
All
right, boys and girls and animals that are listening. That was 3 Dudes in a Basement, episode 9. Next week, we're doing a special of a trivia between Austin and Brandel. And
next week or next episode?
Next episode, as in, like, episode 10. Okay. So, you can leave your score predictions for that, too. No, don't leave your score predictions for that, because Austin will probably blow Brandon out of the water.
I don't know about that.
And he's giving me the stare down right now. It's going to be about like general sports stuff. All right.
In cricket.
How many points?
In sand volleyball. Bro, I will throw a couple of those questions in there. Don't forget, I'm the moderator of this stuff. Not really, but...
Why are we asking questions all the time?
Shut up. I said kind of. I started off as the moderator. Shout out to the jersey winner. Chuck. Austin's going to talk details with you. You know, we'll even sign it for you so you can have it framed and it'll be worth like $2.
Millions.
It'll be worth $2 someday. If this podcast ever blows up, which it's looking like it. Shout out to 100 downloads on Spotify. We love every single one of you. Well, check. Austin and I do. I don't know about Brandon because he doesn't have a heart. Right?
What?
Do you appreciate our fans?
I do.
Say it right now.
I appreciate you guys for watching, tuning in.
Watching?
This is more of an audio, not a visual.
Watching our video on YouTube on the background, just our play, Blacklist.
The video, where the picture I look sexy as balls in.
Exactly.
All right, let's wrap this up.
As always, we are your hosts, Daniel.
Austin. Every night.
Brando.
Shout out to the Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl, first time in 50 years. All right, guys, be good.
He's gonna eat. today.
His
and
double-
tomorrow.
he's gonna
and
eat-
at the White House.
He's going to eat his double cheeseburger and be happy with it. First time